Hi students, welcome back to today's class. Now we are going to see about next session, that is performing basic file operations in ICT skills. Okay, so basic file operations means what? First we need to know what is meant by file. File is the place where all the information is going to be kept in our computer. Okay, that is only known as files. And all the files, no collection of files, if it is going to be placed inside one place, that is known as folder. Okay, so basic file operations we will see here in this session 2. In any school or office, each teacher has a separate cabinet, and as shown in the figure, file cabinet like that every teacher will be having. Okay, so where they can keep the files of different students or classes on separate shelves. Okay, separate shelves they can keep individual students files, no, or classes files they can keep separately in their separate shelves. Okay, similarly information on a computer is stored in electronic files, which can be put into separate folders. It is easier to manage the electronic files as they can be simply copied, moved, or renamed. Even we can delete also. Okay, so it is very easy to manage the electronic files as they can be simply copied, moved, renamed, or even deleted. So files and folders, all information stored in a computer is kept in a file. Okay, and different types of files store different type of information. Each file is given a file name and has a file name extension that identifies the file type, that is .xls, .doc, and .ppt. Like that, we will have file extensions for a different file. The file name and the file name extensions are separated by a period dot. Okay, so with the help of dot operator, we can separate the file name and the file name extension also. So for example, a document, that is Aneka, created using Notepad, a type of computer applications to create a simple text files. Okay, so this is a type of Notepad is a type of computer application software to create a simple text files. Okay, with the help of Notepad, we can create a simple text files. So if she is creating a document, it will have the extension like what? Text, if it is a text file, it should have .txt. There are other types like .doc, .xls, etc. An image file usually has an extension .jpg, while the sound file usually has .mp3. A folder is a location where a group of files can be stored. What is meant by a folder? It is a location or place where a group of different files can be stored here. And now we are going to see about creating a file, that is using text editor in a Ubuntu OS. They are explaining here. So when a student Neha joins a class, the teacher creates a file on the computer to store Neha's information such as name, address, phone number, etc. Let us create a new file using text editor in Ubuntu. So in order to open a text editor, type editor in the search dialog box. So in the search dialog box, you need to type the, here in this place, you need to type the what? Text editor. Editor you need to type. Okay, you need to type editor. So here already it is typed as editor only. So if you typed in the edit dialog box, and if you then double click the text editor option as shown in the list. Okay, and in Windows you can open Notepad and type in the text. Okay, and here you can add text such as Neha, Chuari, Saktinagar, New Delhi, like this. All her information we can store it in the opened text editor. To save the file, we need to click on the save. In the save as dialog box, browse to the text desktop folder. So which folder is kept in desktop? To that folder we need to go in order to save the new file what we have typed. So type the name as Neha and click save as shown in figure 3.16. So like this desktop folder you need to find out and just the name as Neha and just save it. So the file is saved in the desktop folder. So next is creating a folder in Ubuntu. So folder is a location where a group of files can be stored. For example, we can create a folder where all the files of all the students can be stored there. So let us create a new folder in Ubuntu. To open File Explorer in Ubuntu, click Files option on the left. Okay, so Files option, if it is there on the left, you just click it. Okay, in the Ubuntu, choose the File option, and then File Explorer will get opened here. So in this File Explorer, you need to right click here. Okay, and a new folder like this one option will be created. So just give the name for the folder, and you can rename also if you don't want to have that name. Okay, so to create a folder, choose the location where the folder has to be created, for example desktop. Okay, and right click on and then choose the new folder. You need to right click and then you need to choose the new folder, and after that what you need to type the name of the folder as demo. Okay, and you need to type demo as the name of the new folder, and you can press it in order to get the new folder name. Okay, so with this your session 2 is over. Next we are going to move on to session 3, that is computer care and maintenance. How we can take up our computer, take care of our computer, and how we can maintain also, that we will see under this session 3. So importance of care and maintenance of computers. So taking care of our things, whether it is our books or clothes or furniture or gadgets, is important. So taking care of electronic devices such as computer and mobiles helps them to work properly. So if you are taking care of these devices, electronic devices, surely its lifetime will be coming long. Okay, so it will work properly also. Just as we take care of our body by taking bath, brushing our teeth and eating food every day, we need to take care of our machines also. So this we are doing as a regular routine for our body, in order to maintain our healthy body. We are doing all these activities regularly, okay, daily also. So we need to take care of our machines in the same manner by planning some kind of schedules. Okay, and a computer is a delicate machine, that is a soft machine. It is easily broken, easily get damaged, so that's why it is called as delicate machine. The device which can easily broken, that is only known as easily get damaged, only known as delicate. Okay, so a computer is a delicate machine with a lot of moving electronic parts. It has lot of moving parts or electronic parts, so easily it can be broken or damaged. We need to protect it from the dust and the damage. So if we are careless, it will not work efficiently. So computers and mobiles are very expensive. When we take good care of them on a regular basis, we can use them for a longer time. So this will help us save money, as we do not need to buy a new devices too often. So if we are maintaining properly all the devices, then we need no need to buy a new device uh, in order to use with the device. Okay, basic steps for taking care of devices. Here are some of the simple ways that is listed out in order to follow to take care of our computer. Okay, so here you can see the figure also, all these pictures you can see in order to how we can take care of our computer devices. So keeping a device clean, that is the first step. So cleaning a device such as computer or mobile means to keep the screen and keyboard, mouse clean. So we need to keep the screen in a clean way, and keyboard and mouse also should be in a cleaned way. Okay, so first one, keyboard. So how we can take care of a keyboard? First, we should not eat anything over a keyboard. Okay, crumbs can damage the internal parts of the keyboard. Any small pieces, if it gets uh, stuck in a keyboard keys, no, in between the keyboard keys, then it will not work properly. Okay, so you can clean the keyboard with a sharp brush like this, as shown in the figure. With the help of these kind of sharp brushes, we can buy it and we can clean it in order to maintain our keyboard device. Okay, and to remove the crumbs and the dust particles, if anything is there, we can remove with the help of these kind of small soft brushes. Okay, and then screen. How we can take care of our screen, computer screen or mobile screen? You can wipe the screen with a soft cloth to remove any finger marks. We should not use wet cloth when we are wiping any electronic devices. Okay, soft cloth only we need to use it for wiping the dusts. And be careful with food and drinks. So avoid eating and keeping glasses of water or cups of coffee near a computer, as shown in the figure like this. Okay, and any liquid spilled over an electronic device can spoil it and beyond a repair. Okay, so we cannot repair it also. And next one is handle devices carefully. Handle and move your laptop carefully and avoid dropping or banging it against a hard surface. So you should not bang it or drop it in a hard surface. Even a short fall can damage the screen or the hard disk and make the device useless. Okay, so hard disk also will get damaged and screen also will get damaged if you are putting on the floor. Okay, and using cover for your mobile and a padded case for moving your laptop, okay, protects the device from the damage. So like this we can use the bag in order to keep our laptop. In the same manner, for mobile phones also, we can buy a cover and we can put it inside that, and even when it falls, a small damage can occur. Okay, so we should put it in a padded case for moving a laptop also, and keep the computer cool. So if a computer and laptop or mobile device gets overheated, the internal parts can be damaged. Okay, so the CPU has an internal fan to keep it cool. So we should make sure the fan is functioning or not. We need to check it. So we should make you can also use an external fan. Okay, like this external fan also we can use it for making a laptop to be getting cleaned. Okay, so getting cool. Okay, and avoid leaving a device in the sun or in a closed car. We should not leave the device in a closed car, or we should not keep it under the sun. Okay, so we should be very careful when using a laptop while sitting in a bed, and make sure that fan in not covered. So fan should not get covered. Like that we need to check it. Okay, whenever we are keeping our computer laptop in a inside a car, or in a, when we are keeping under the sun, that and all we should avoid. Okay, and do not overcharge your battery. So sometimes we keep a device plugged in for charging even after it is fully charged. Okay, after if it is fully charged, once it is fully charged, we need to remove the charger. We should not continuously charging our device, even if it is a mobile or laptop. While charging, we should not do any kind of work. Okay, even speaking we should avoid in the mobile phones. Okay, because if it gets heated, or when electricity comes in a high way, and automatically it will get burst, and your body parts get damaged. Okay, so we should not speak, or we should not use the mobile phones while it is charging, even laptops too. Okay, so if we leave the device plugged in for a longer time as shown in the figure, it can overheat the battery. This reduces the battery life. Okay, so always unplug the device once it is charged to 100 percentage. Okay, you should unplug the device from the plugging point, and then if it is charged to 100 percentage means, and then always plug in devices carefully. So whenever you are plugging some external devices to your laptop, or to your mobile phone with the help of the data cable, you should insert them in a smooth way. Okay, so any device being connected to a laptop or computer, such as USB drive or headphones, you should be done gently, softly. You should do it. It should not be forced into the port, because if one pin's broken, then you cannot able to work with that device. Okay, and if you find it difficult to plug in a device, change the direction and try, instead of trying to force it in. Okay, instead of trying to force it in, you need to change the direction, and you should try it. Okay, try it in gentle way. Okay, and do not run too many programs at a time. So too many applications if you are opening and keeping in your computer, this will also make your computer to become a slow, and even crash also will happen. If a program or app is not being used, it should be closed so that the other programs can work smoothly. Otherwise, the system will get slow. Next topic is prepare a maintenance schedule. So once we aware of how we can make our computers to be CAD. Okay, then we need to plan the schedule. Okay, prepare a maintenance schedule, weekly ones or daily or monthly ones, like that we need to plan a schedule. So we need to prepare a plan or schedule for a maintenance to keep the computer running in perfect condition for a longer time. This can include first one, daily maintenance, weekly maintenance, monthly maintenance, yearly maintenance, or annual maintenance. Like that we have divided as a four categories. Okay, so under daily maintenance, daily what parts and all need to be maintained in a computer. Clean up your email box. Okay, if you have email inbox, daily you need to check your mails, and daily you should clean it whichever is not necessary. Download email attachments and save it in a proper folders. This you need to do daily. Whatever attachments coming to your email, that you need to, if it is important, just download it and you need to save it in a proper folder. Weekly maintenance, clean your keyboard, monitor, dust CPU and printer, and then back up your data to an external drive. So any external drive if you have, you need to back up your computer data. Okay, important data and all you should take a backup, and that should be done in a weekly ways. Okay, and monthly maintenance, transfer photographs to your computer and delete from the drive, and organize photos into folders and albums. Clean up download folder. The download folder, anything if it is there, that you need to clean up. Uninstall unused programs and apps. Okay, any programs or apps, if it is occupying your computer RAM size, RAM memory, then you just clean it. Okay, uninstall whenever it is unused. Run disk cleaner software, and run full system virus scan also need to be run regularly. And early maintenance, clean up contact list on social media accounts. So social media accounts, whichever contacts are not used or not in contact now, so you just remove it, the contact whichever is not needed. And clean up email contact list also. So contacts once in a year we need to check whom and all we need to delete. Okay, so update your operating system OS also, you just update it and check for expiry of antivirus software and renew it. So when it is going to get expired, antivirus software, that also you need to know, and you need to renew it if it is getting expired means. Next is backup your data. Backing up data means to save the information present on your computer on another device. So whatever information we have kept in our computer, that should be uh, move to another device. Okay, copy to another device such as CD or DVD drives shown here like this. Okay, and our hard disk also we can take it. So data can be recovered from here in case of the computer stops working completely. So when the computer is not working properly in any situation, then we can make use of this backup data for continuous work. Okay, so computers can crash or humans can make mistakes, and natural disasters such as floods can happen also. So it is important for companies, hospitals, banks, etc. to keep their information safe so that their business can continue to function smoothly and their customers do not face any kind of problems. Okay, and then scanning and cleaning viruses. Sometimes computer viruses can enter a computer. From such attacks we can install the antivirus software. This will prevent any viruses from entering and will also clean any viruses that may enter on your system before they affect the data. So whatever virus is coming to your computer, that can be checked with the help of this antivirus software, and it can be cleaned also before it is affecting the data. And next is increasing computer performance. If you have been using a computer for a longer time, we have a lot of unnecessary files under data, such as temporary files, images will get created there. Okay, so when they use too much hard disk space, the performance of the computer goes down. It is important that we keep cleaning by removing any extra files, any files if it is kept in a two different or three different locations as a duplicate copies, no, that we can check it and we can remove it. Okay, so we can use some disk cleaner software which helps us to clean up the unnecessary files. Next is removing spam from your computer. Spam means unwanted mails, okay, and advertising mails like that we can say. Sometimes we get mails from companies who are advertising a product or trying to attract you to their website. So they may attract you to go to their website. So once you go to their websites, it will be asking your personal information and all. If you start giving, then automatically you will use all your monies, etc. Okay, so we should never respond to spam and delete it on a regular basis. It is possible to set filters in the settings to prevent spam from entering our mailbox. So in our settings, no, we can set the filters in order to in order to prevent that spam from entering our email box. So we cannot allow that spam to enter our email box. Like that, we can say change the settings. Okay. So most of the email softwares have a spam folder like this. Most of the softwares will be having email softwares will be having this spam folder at the left side of their email box. Okay, and automatically put all such emails into this folder. So which and all is not necessary, or advertising mails if it is coming, just move it to the spam. So in future whatever mails comes from that mail id, it will be automatically moved to the spam. Okay, in this manner we can safeguard our email contents and all. Okay, so with this, we will end up this video. Next video, we will see about session 4, that is computer security and privacy. Okay, thank you.